What's up, YouTube? It's Brian here with my new Elemental Hero deck profile. I've spent a week trying to finish this deck, and I think it's almost done. I'm just waiting on a few more things, and I'll tell you what they are as we go along. So let's start with the monsters. Well, first off, I run 3 Elemental Hero Prismas. I run 3 because he gets other elemental heroes into the graveyard, which sets up for Miracle Fusion, which I need for something else that I'll show you later. 2 Avion, food for a Great Tornado, and I don't like fusing Stratos because I like having him around. Stratos is, yeah, you know. 2 Burstinatrix. I'm only running Burstinatrix until I can replace her with Elemental Hero Flash and Ice Edge, because I don't even run a Nova Master, so, and not many people run Fire decks, so Super Poly wouldn't really work very well with a Nova Master anyway. 2 Sparkman. My roommate tells me that I should run 3 because he has a lot of fusions, and also I'm going to be running 3 Elemental Hero Shinings as soon as I get those tins. But I think 2 is appropriate because I have other light monsters in this deck. 2 Clayman. The reason for 2 Clayman is for Gaia, obviously, and also for Thunder Giant, which I know I could probably use something else for that I'll get to later, but I like running the 2 Clayman for the guys. 2 Wild Heart, because your back row's got nothing on me. And also Wild Wingman, because your back row still has got nothing on me. 1 Blade Edge, 1 Stratos, 1 Ocean, 1 Woodsman. Stratos, Ocean, they speak for themselves. You don't. It's obvious why they're in here. Blade Edge is in here for fusing purposes, and I don't run a Necroshade, so if you lock my special summoning, I can at least tribute for him. But without Necroshade, it's a kind of a moot point. That's why I side Necroshade for this deck. Woodsman, because he's got good defense power, and he brings polymerization back into my hand, so I can keep the fusing coming. Adds consistency. 1 King of the Swamp and 2 Beast King of the Swamp. The reason I don't run 3 King of the Swamp is because I can't afford to yet, but one day. Here's hoping. But, with King of the Swamp, keep recycling poly. You can substitute for any fusion monster, which Beast King can do. He just can't get you poly back in your hand, which is, this is helped by the fact that I have Woodsman in my deck. But one day, 3 King of the Swamps. You'll see. Let's move on to my spells. Triple Polymerization, because you need to run 3 for an Elemental Hero deck, because you're fusing all the time. Without your fusions, you are nothing. You will lose every time, helplessly, and crying. You need 3 polymerizations. Just want to make that clear. Double Super Poly, because if you ever summon something with an attribute that I have an Omni Hero for and I don't like him, he's going to go bye-bye, and there is nothing you can do about it. You can't negate this. You can't do anything about this. You're just sit back and watch as you lose your life points. Double Miracle Fusion. Double Miracle Fusion because I poly a lot, I super poly a lot, so there's obviously going to be a lot of monsters in my graveyard, and I can't always be using King of the Swamp or Woodsman to be getting it to get that poly back into my hand. And even if I do, there will be a lot of monsters in my graveyard. So Miracle Fusion, keep the fusing coming, sends them out of play. Some people might say that is a bad thing, but I'm going to show you why it's not a bad thing for me whatsoever. Triple Parallel World Fusion, and this is exactly why. Recycles the monsters back into my deck, and it gets me another fusion summon. Keeps the fusing coming. You cannot stop me by removing my monsters from play. It's just not gonna happen. And I know what you're thinking. 2 Miracle Fusions, but 3 Parallel World Fusions, that's not consistent with your deck. Well, you know, double Fusion Gate. Aha! There's the consistency. Use this, sends them out of play, get my fusion monsters, don't need a poly, and then I can Parallel World later. So, never searching for a way to fuse with all of this. I have, I don't know, like 12 ways to fuse or something like that. I don't want to count right now. And on to staples for this deck, which you need. Triple E-Call. You always need this. You always need to be searching. That's another reason you have Stratos. And yeah, that's another reason you have Stratos. That's why you have this. You need it because if you ever draw your first hand and you don't have the monsters you need to fuse, but you have this, it is a lifesaver. It keeps dead draws at bay for the most part, and makes it so your hand is almost never useless. It's great. You need it. And my last 2 spell cards, double MST, because again, your back row's got nothing on me. No, you're not doing anything to me. So you can just quit that dream. Finally, trap cards. They're not that prominent in this deck. I don't feel I need them. I feel my extra deck really takes care of what trap cards would take care of. But, Mirror Force, Hero Signal, Bottomless Trap Hole. I would love to add a Dimensional Prison to this deck, but again, I cannot afford one. But until I can, I still have to do. On to the extra deck, where the real goodies are. Dun 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 dun. Triple, Absolute Zero. Because, if you have something on the field I really don't like, and I can't super poly it for some crazy reason, like maybe you're running a dark deck and I haven't released a Scurry Dow yet, which I'm pissed about. Release them already, goddammit. I can poly for one, and then I can poly him for another one, and your monsters are gone. They're gone. They're just gone. And I'm going to add Mask Change and Masked Hero Acid to this deck, so then that strategy will be poly for him, Mask Change him, monsters gone, Acid down, back row gone, you got nothing on me. So that's a little strategy I have for when I get those cards. Double Gaia. I run Double Gaia just because I know so many people who run Earth decks, Earth Attribute. Almost everyone I know is either a light, darkness, or earth. The people I know anyway usually tend to stay away from the other attributes. I don't know why, but that's why I run these 2. Helps me super poly anything you have I don't want you to have, and yeah, and he gains attack equal to half of any monster you have's attack points. So if I super poly one, but you still have another one I don't like say maybe you have a 35 beater, cuts it in half, gains half, bye-bye. So it helps me get rid of if you're running an Earth deck, helps me get rid of you. One Great Tornado. Reason I run Great Tornado is because you get your strongest monster out on the field, he will half its attack and its defense, and that of any other monster you have on the field that you're hoping will keep up the slack if that one were to be destroyed. And he's a Knight 28 beater. Not bad, not bad. I only run one because I don't feel I need two of these. I feel like this would be a last resort if my Absolute Zero and Gaia strategies fail. But look at that. Look at that shininess. Next, Shining Flare Wingman, Shining Phoenix Enforcer. These two, I don't run Phoenix Enforcer and Flame Wingman because King of the Swamp or Beast King of the Swamp plus Sparkman equals hello. I can get either of those with just that. It's pretty simple. Don't really need to clutter my extra deck with unnecessaries. And, well, you know what? Let's just lay out a few more of these. Some of the basic ones. We got Plasma Vice, Wild Wingman, Wild Edge, Tempest, Thunder Giant. Some basic cards here. I'm considering taking Tempest out, mostly because I don't run a Bubble Man, and I don't think I ever will because I've taken him out in favor of Ocean, and probably going to run another Ocean or an Ice Edge. I'm not sure yet. Yes, I know, I could King of the Swamp for him, but, you know, it's just kind of a hassle, and he's probably not my best anyway. There's others that have better effects. Sure, he's a 28 beater, but, you know, you don't always need power. Wild Edge. I can attack every one of your monsters with him. So, you can't be destroyed by battle? Oh, I'll just take a hit at your life points and keep attacking all your monsters. And then I can still attack them again with any other monster I may have on the field. So, can't be destroyed by battle? Your life points can. Thunder Giant, obvious reasons. Wild Wingman, back row, get the fuck out of here. And Plasma Vice, obvious. You have to run a Plasma Vice if you have the necessary cards in your deck, or you're planning on running this kind of deck or whatever. And final two, I'm iffy on one of these, so you can tell me what you think. Electrum, not sure, debating. May switch him out for I'm not sure. Maybe Astro Vapor or Acid or Dayan. You know, when I get the tins. And Terra Firma. Wanted to run Terra Firma. Terra Firma is a great card. If I have Terra Firma out on the field and say, I don't know, Absolute Zero, tribute him. He goes up to 5,000 attack. You have no monsters. You are open. You're just gone. Or Mask Change Absolute Zero, then tribute Acid to 26. No back row, no monsters. You're gone. It's over. So that's why I run Terra Firma. It's just a great card. And Electrum, like I said, iffy on him. Don't know yet. We'll figure it out as I keep playing this deck. I just recently finished it, and I've spent a long time and a lot of money making this deck, but you know, you never really stop building a deck. But anyway, that's my Elemental Hero deck. Comment any suggestions you have, you know, all that good stuff. And I may or may not bring you a new deck profile on one of my other decks sometime in the future. Well, thanks for watching.